Only way moto maimbe, because nothing good comes easy. Moto maimbe. Only me long and gone and I'm getting. Only way moto maimbe, because nothing good comes easy. Moto maimbe. Back your abunda. Moto maimbe. Black banateme. Moto maimbe. For succeed for this life. Moto maimbe. Back your abunda. Moto maimbe. Black banateme. Moto maimbe. For succeed for this life. Moto maimbe. So many enemies, but never give up. Moto maimbe. As God continue to bless you, you will have so many enemies, but never give up. Moto maimbe. Like your abunda. Moto maimbe. Like banateme. Moto maimbe. For succeed for this life. Moto maimbe. Like your abunda. Moto maimbe. Like banateme. For succeed for this life, Moto maimbe. Continue to bless you. You will face so many challenges, but never give up. Moto maimbe. As God continue to bless you, you will face so many challenges, but never give up. Moto maimbe. Back your abunda. Moto maimbe. Nakbana teme. Moto maimbe. Oniwe no moniku. Moto maimbe. Back your abunda. Moto maimbe. Nakbana teme. Moto maimbe. Oniwe no moniku. Moto maimbe. For succeed for this life, Moto maimbe. Oh America, oh Europe, oh Germany, oh London, oh Cameroon, oh Nigeria, oh South Africa. Moto maimbe. As God continue to bless you, you will face so many challenges, but never give up. Moto maimbe. As God continue to bless you, you will have so many enemies, but never give up. Moto maimbe. Succeed for this life, Moto maimbe. Back your abunda. For succeed for this life, Moto maimbe. White and black, Bake wabunda, Motomaibe. Nagbana teme, Motomaibe. For succeed for this life, Motomaibe. Motomaibe. Bake wabunda, Motomaibe. Nagbana teme, Motomaibe. Only we know Moriku, Motomaibe. Only we know Moriku. Fight again. Yes, never give up. Never give up in this life. America, Motomaibe. Africa, Motomaibe. Europe, Motomaibe. Motomaibe. Asia, Motomaibe. Cameroon, Motomaibe. Motomaibe.
Now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay. Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here.
120,000 a year. Dynamic Tech Academy has transformed many lives for the better through our 6-month Linux program. We are so excited to announce that we are adding DevOps course and Red Hat certification at no charge, which will make students more competitive. Over 80% of our students have no prior IT background, yet vast majority of alumni land jobs in 3 to 6 months after they start applying. Our ultimate goal is to reach 100% student employment, so we work with every student until he or she gets a job. Upon successful completion of the course, we will provide resume building, interview preparation, and job placement assistance. With the Linux course, you get more than 300 hours of in-depth training, and you get to learn from experienced instructors. By the end of the program, our students can be Red Hat certified if they choose. Our alumni work in companies, both government and private companies in the USA, Canada, and even Europe. Want to learn more about the program? You can contact us at info@dynamicdmv.com, or you can call us at 240-604-9505, or you can call us at 240-423-7865. And you can also visit us at www.dynamictechdmv.com. If you are interested in online classes, please register on our website. That's once again www.dynamictechdmv.com.
Good evening, televiewers, dear Ambazonians and well-wishers of the Ambazonia War of Independence. Once again, you are welcome to County Roots, your favorite educational program. And I am your humble servant, Comfort Confor, hosting this show. Tonight, I am blessed with a host of people representing one of our powerful departments of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. And this is none else but the team of the Health and Social Services, HSS. And I will actually go right away to introduce to you that with me here, I have the both Undersecretaries of States for Health and Social Services, Dr. Atianjo and Dr. Ndula. And with us here, we have one of our great comrades and a great resource to this revolution and to HSS, none else but our comrade Jude Kia. So I would like to give room to my dear panelists to introduce themselves more, and why not say a word of greetings to fellow Amazonians, to dear televiewers, to sympathizers of the Amazonia War of Independence. So, Dr. Ndula, you are welcome to County Roots, and thank you for accepting our invitation.
Good evening, Comrade Comfort.
Hello.
Welcome to all our televiewers, fellow Ambazonians. Welcome to your state television, the voice of the Ambazonian Revolution, ABC Amba TV. I'm Tom Dola in Germany. I'm a medical doctor, and I'm the Undersecretary for Social Services at the Health and Social Services Department, HSS, of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. I come from Gokutunja County, from Babisi LGA, and from Babungo village in the northern zone. I'm very happy to be on board this wonderful show, which highlights our various 13 counties each time our able Comrade Comfort comes online. And we wanted to present to you briefly once again the Department of HSS. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Ndula. In the same spirit, I would also like to introduce to you again, like I said, we have two undersecretaries for this great department. We also have with us Dr. Fidelis Atianjo. Dr. Fidelis, you are welcome to County Roots, and thank you for accepting our invitation.
Okay, thank you, Comrade Comfort. And I must say that this is an opportunity for me to thank you for the great work you're doing to this revolution. And I would like to say, my name is Dr. Tianjo Fidelis. I have two backgrounds: academia background, where I'm a neuroscientist, and then clinically, I am a psychiatrist. So presently, I am the Undersecretary for Health at the Department of Health and Social Services. I hail from Ajay village, which is located in GLGA, Momo County, and from northern zone. So comrades here, want to thank all of you, and also want to appreciate everybody who is on board for making it here, so that we can actually talk about the difficult moments that are facing the Amazonian people in the world and the world at large. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Fidelis. And I am handing the microphone right away to Comrade Jude. And Comrade Jude, you are welcome to County Roots. It's really a privilege and honor to have you here on board. Comrade Jude, hello. Hello, Comrade Jude, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, Comrade Jude? Hello, Comrade Jude?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Comrade Comfort. Thank you, my bosses. It's a pleasure to be here with you. And, yes, I can hear you. 5 on 5.
All right, carry on, carry on.
Hello, I can hear you. 5 on 5.
Yes, I can hear you now. Just speak on, please. Thank you.
Yes, I'm here. I'm getting.
Okay, dear televiewers, we just want to be patient, especially with our comrade Jude. You would like to know that he is connecting with us all the way from ground one, and you can tell the technical challenges and so on. So if the network is an issue, we just want to be patient with him. Hello, comrade Jude, can you hear me? Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. So while we wait and hope that Comrade Jude is going to make it with us, especially with the challenges of the network,
Hello?
we would like to move on. Hello?
Can you
Oh dear.
see
Okay, I would like
to be
to
here?
proceed. Hello, can you hear me, Comrade Jude? Let's give time if our technician is following up, let's
Yeah,
see
I can
how.
get you.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, try to speak now. Let's see. Hello. So if technician, please, I know Mr. Nanchob, you are right there. You are seeing what is happening. If you can please go over this again and see how you can help Comrade Jude, because I, for one, am really very anxious to listen to him all the way from ground zero, giving an eyewitness account of what HSS has to offer from the ground. I hope that our technician is going to be of help. However, we would like to continue. Like I said before, once again, welcome, dear televiewers and fellow Amazonians. If you are just tuned into County Roots now, I'm hosting Dr. Fidelis Atianjo and Dr. Tom Dula, both of them the Undersecretaries of Health and Social Services, and equally Comrade Jude, one of our representatives from Ground One. So it is a tradition of this platform that we don't always start by, we cannot start our program without recognizing the people who are making this revolution what it is. So that said, we want to take a minute now to observe a minute of silence in honor of our fallen heroes, thinking also about our fellow Amazonian brothers and sisters who are suffering in jail all the way from La Republique to Amazonia under the custody of La Republique and in other places, and our IDPs. So let's now observe a minute of silence, which starts right now. May the souls of our fallen heroes rest in perfect peace. And on that note,
Amen.
equally, I would really, thank you, like to send a strong word of courage and thank you to our brothers and sisters suffering in jail, the thousands of them. A word from us here as a team that we have you at heart. We are all in it together, wherever you are, whatever thing you are going through. We can't understand because we are not there, but we trust that someday we shall meet in Boya to tell the story. You are just doing the right thing because you need to pay a price in order to have independence. So that said, I would like to start by, let's just have a quick look at what is happening. Dr. Atianjo is from Momo County, and Dr. Ndula is from
Ngokutunja.
County. So, Dr. Ndula, if you would like to start, just give us in a very brief manner what exactly has been taking place in Gokitunja the last 1 week. Just give us a brief summary. Let's know, what do Amazonians need to know? What is new? What any development or whatever is happening, we need to know, please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Comrade Comfort. Ngokutunja County is a very particular place in that we've been having of late multiple attacks from the La Republique forces who come in and try to, well, not only try to terrorize and brutalize our people. Thank God for our restoration forces who do their best, sacrificing their lives to defend homeland. There was this incident that happened in Galim in La Republique, on the border of the northern zone, and of course, La Republique blamed it upon our people, despite the fact that the armed wing of Maurice Kamto, their alleged designated president, and some other splinter groups, despite the fact that those groups claimed responsibility for it. The Republic saw it appropriate to pin it on our people, and they entered into the northern zone in Bambalang particularly, and in Bangolan and in Baba, those three villages especially. They caused havoc there, killing many of our civilians, and one or two of our brave soldiers who, because of them, the carnage was limited. Had it not been that they confronted the evil Republic,
Okay.
licking their wounds now, stronger in battle, and the Department of HSS of Ngokutunja is doing its best to take care of the wounded, of the bereaved, and to boost up the morale of our fighters, as we always do. So it has been a very, very hectic past 1 to 2 weeks for the Ngokutunja forces for Ngokutunja County. We had 6 to 7 days non-stop pounding from the La Republic military, from air, from sea, and from the land. They even use helicopters and gunships on our people. That reminds us of, they burned houses also of innocent civilians, killing old people in their homes and burning them as they usually do, as they have done for over 400 of our villages that have been burnt. Reminds us of the genocide that was carried out in the 50s, 60s on the Bamili case, and that's how the tactics they use to make people fear. But we are strong, and Ambazonia is marching on strong, and with no diplomatic gains are there. The world hears us now very loudly and is sitting up and talking about our case, and concrete steps are being taken to see to it that we soon get our independence. So that's what I can say from the Tunja County. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for giving us this great information. I think it was really just enough of what we are expecting to hear. Thank you for informing us and for letting everybody know. As we all know, this platform is an outlet for informing our people, educating our people, and equally exposing the evils of La République du Cameroon on our people of Amazonia. It is just laughable how cowardly these people are, because they are using all the sophisticated artillery in their position to fight just a little people. The 2 cubes of sugar they thought was going to dissolve in 2 seconds. They are so unable to dissolve that they will use every sophisticated weapon they've got, both from air, land, and sea, to fight us, and to confirm that we are unstoppable. We are just unstoppable, as we can see our boys and girls putting up very powerful resistance. So thank you very much for that information from Ngokitunja County. And over to you, Dr. Tianjo. If you have something to let us know about Momo, you are highly welcome. Thank you.
Yes, actually, Momo is one of the counties that has suffered a great deal of this barbarism that was imposed on our own people by a regime that has no value for its for her own people. 2 weeks ago, in the local government area, 3 innocent people were killed at 5 a.m. in the morning. La Republique forces went all the way to a village, Andek village, in one of the quarters that is known as Achang, and then woke people from sleep, trying to locate where Amber Boys are living. And the first 3 people that were contacted or said they do not know they have no idea about the Amber Boys. And then the 4th door that was knocked, somebody came out and said, oh, he knows because he was afraid of the military. And then they took the 3 who said they do not know where Amber Boys are living, shot them there at close range, and left them there. They had lifeless bodies there. This is a situation that has been perpetrated by La République, not only in Guy, they have done so in Moamo, Menemo, as well as Njikwa, local government areas, all of which are located in Momo. So the situation there is not good at this point because the fake elections rerun is on the way, and they are already transporting people to the various localities to actually go and fraudulently vote as many times as they can for the party of choice, their own party of choice, which not even a party of choice, but a party that has been imposed on them. You know, the situation there is not really appealing to us because our people are all hiding in farms, bushes, and waiting for these 2 days to expire because they cannot go back home. They cannot settle in their homes. And since 2017, I can tell you that the entire Nji local government area, Njikwa local government area, Widikum, Moamo, there is no life. People are constantly moving from one place to another, and they don't have any means of transportation, no food, and our people are suffering. HSS has made some donations to people in these areas, and we are very happy that our people have received it, and gracefully they have sent us some messages of thanks for this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Atianjo, for informing us about what is happening in Momo County as well. These are great updates. These are things we need to know. Of course, this is HSS. How can we start talking about HSS while we don't talk about what they are existing for? It is actually really heart-wrenching listening to how these cowards move around, just pick up our people and kill like insects. The most recent one you were reporting sounds like the Garbu incident. You come and ask for innocent people to tell you where the fighters are. Go after your enemy and let the innocent people be, but they can't. So bottom line here is that the humanitarian situation in Amazonia is getting progressively worse every blessed day. And the reason for which we are sitting here right now, I don't know. I was actually planning that even at the very start of this show, if our technician can help publish the payment methods for HSS so that before someone leaves here today, you chip in at least something, it is going to change a life either on the ground one or ground zero. So that said, we are going to now delve into the whole thing about HSS. So I would just like to, in your own words, once again, you are the officials and those who are standing at the head of HSS. If you can tell us, Dr. Fidelis, what is the meaning of HSS? Just say it. We know that people know that, but you just want to say it because we're talking about it today. What does that stand for, HSS?
HSS stands for Department of Health and Social Services of the interim government of the Amazonian people. And this is one of the biggest departments in the entire government, with one sector of state and 2 undersector of states. The Department of Health and Social Services is divided into 2 main sub-departments. We have the health department, sub-department, and also led by Dr. Tianjo, and then the social services led by Dr. Nula. And the social services has our prisoners department or branch, which is part of it. And then we also have our refugees. All these branches are coordinated by the Department of Social Services. But one thing I would like us to understand here is that there's no way you can separate the humanitarian needs of people from their health. Health and humanitarian need all intertwine together to constitute one thing, which is taking care of our people, whether in need of something that they need to eat, or to dress with or put on, or health-wise. So this department has been working as one, irrespective of the subsectors of the department.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Atianjo. You just moved forward to answer already what I was planning to ask, to know what the difference was between the health, because Dr. Ndula, as you said, if I heard you well, you said you were the undersecretary in charge of social services, and Dr. Atianjo is in charge of health. And he just made the difference, hoping that every Amazonian got that and they understood what that is all about. And that is not all. If you could throw more light, Dr. Ndula, apart from the two under, we now know the difference between health and social services. So how exactly, how apart from this, how is the HSS structured? Who is doing what in that department and so on?
Yes, thank you, Comrade Comfort. Dr. Chanjo already gave, an elaborate description of the structure of HSS. Yeah, coming as our first HSS department under former President Sisiko was structured. There was one Secretary of State and one Under Secretary of State. So in due time, as President Sako came in, it was seen that the work was too much for one Undersecretary and one Secretary of State. That's how the Department of Social Services was created, which is then under me. And Dr. Chanjo already talked about it. And one of our main things is taking care of our prisoners. In Ground Zero, in the major prisons, Yaoundé, Douala, Bafoussam, Bamenda, Boya, Bafoussam, and all the other little prisons scattered all over Ambazonia and in La République also. Well, there is, to come back to your main question, we have the Secretary of State for HSS, our able Secretary of State, Dr. Tita, who has been doing a very great job up till now, and who was on ABC TV a few days ago with some experts, he himself being a pharmacist, and they gave a wonderful presentation on the current coronavirus, which is seems to be unstoppable at the moment. Then there are the two Undersecretaries of State, myself and Dr. Chianjo. We have a Chief of Staff. We have also units that have been built up. Well, our Chief of Staff, Dr. Mbabe, doing a good job up till now. We have units that have been built up. We have Comrade Jude, our Refugees Director on Ground 1, where the bulk of our refugees are. We don't have to look on the numbers of a few tens of thousands registered by the UNHCR, but there are a good chunk of our people out there suffering as refugees on Ground 1. Comrade Jude will elaborate on that. And then there are units for the prison in La République and in the whole of Amazonia. We have Rachel taking care of that. And we have a communications department. We have a resource mobilization department headed by our able treasurer, Ma Joyce in the UK. Yes, so those are the departments that we have, and they are headed by able Ambazonians. So when there is which problem, then the go-to person is there. And up till now, we have had good experience with our with all our people working with us, and there are NGOs who help us, a myriad of them. Unfortunately, it's not like we have some sustainable help for our people, especially of our refugees and prisoners. So they help now and again, and we of the department and other Southern Cameroonians, they joined to help us also. There is HSS Italy, HSS Germany, HSS UK, who are the backbone of this, and many other HSS departments in other countries too, who joined to help our people. So approximately that is how the HSS department is structured. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Ndula, for that great presentation. At least everybody now has an in-depth of at least an idea of what the HSS looks like. So let's give it a try again to see if Comrade Jude can be able to talk. Hello, Comrade Jude, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, Comrade Jude. Okay, I really do hope that at some point you'll be able to talk to us. Yeah, but before we go ahead, you said something which is a bit scary to me, because when you say there is no sustainable help, except I don't understand what that means, because like I said before, the
Hello.
humanitarian condition is. Hello, Comrade Jude.
Hello. Yeah. Good.
Okay, can you speak? Can you just say something? Let's be sure that you are getting me. It's like the whole thing is just delaying. Yeah, okay, like I was saying, things are getting worse every day, but apparently we don't have sustainable help and so on and so forth. This is something that Amazonians need to know and give a think and even wake up, sit up right, because things are even going to get worse from the look of things. So we want to be thinking about ourselves. What do we need to do to help this department help our people? Because I think this is one of the most important departments that we have in this interim government and in this revolution. So that said, I would like to. I don't know. Before we move on,
Comrade.
Dr. Fidelis, Fidelis, is there anything you would like to add to what Dr. Dula has said before we move on?
Actually, he actually dissected the department very well. So nothing was left out.
All right, thank you so much. So on that note, I would be moving to the next question, which I would like to know from you, Dr. Atianjo. What are the
A
challenges
very poor
that you are facing?
clearly.
Oh dear. Comrade Jude, hello. Okay, I don't know. Technician, can you please connect him to speak to us through WhatsApp and not through this other means, please? Maybe that really helps. Okay, I'm considering that Mr. Nanchop is listening to us. If he could help us, maybe reconnect Comrade Jude through WhatsApp, this may be a bit better. We have tried that before. Hopefully, it works for him, because I'm really eager, and I hope Ambazonians will equally like to hear from him. So, like I was saying, Dr. Fidelis, I would like to know, or you would like you to tell Ambazonians, what are the challenges that you face as a team running such a daunting task like our revolution and managing the lives and the social situations of our people?
Thank you very much. That question forms the foundation on which this department operates. And to be sincere with you, the first challenge that I would like to present to the Amazonian people is that of finance. We do not have the funds to actually purchase materials to help our people. And then the second, and that is the more reason why we have actually been running some drives for people to make contributions and donations so that we can actually help our people on the ground. Okay, my second thought, challenge is that, or our second challenge is that of reaching our people. Given the desperate or destitute situation back home, most of our people are in the forests and the bushes, sitting there with no communication. So the means of getting to them is completely obliterated, has been completely obliterated, and we do not have, so we face these challenges of meeting our people or seeing them. Then another challenge is sometimes we might have the materials to actually send to them. How does it get to them? It's a very huge challenge for us. because I can tell you, last year I had an inventory of materials that a donor told us that she had in Canada to the worth of $200,000. But how can we send these things back to our people so that they can benefit from it? Is a problem.
Right.
Then another challenge is that we do not have people who can actually do the distribution on the ground for us to our people. Because sometimes we send things and they enter into hands of some kind of dubious people, and they will not take it and give it to the various people and the people who really need those materials. So those are some of the challenges that we've been facing as a department. And Dr. Ndula might have some more.
Okay. Yes, we really need to know what are the challenges, Dr. Ndula, if you've got something
Yes.
to add to what Dr. Tianjo has said.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Chancho. As he rightly said it, one of our main problems is the means. The will is not lacking, it's the means to obtain help and get it to our suffering people. Well, up till now, we've been, we in the department have been dipping hands into our pockets, and there are well-wishing NGOs which help, but that is, as I said earlier, it is not sustainable. They help when they can, and when we bring up pertinent cases that they can help us in, but it is not sustainable, and that is why, as Dr. Chan said it, we do fund drives to take care of some of them. And talking about like refugees, just ascertaining and registering where we have how many refugees. Well, I mean, in count one, it is not many scattered all around La Republique, and in Africa, there are many in Ghana, there are some in Mexico, in Equatorial Guinea, Central African Republic, in Morocco. We just cannot help all of them because the means is really not there. We are appealing for fellow Ambazonians to help us help our people. And that is that is the main challenge that we are having. And we have other people who are, let's say, not affiliated to the legitimate interim government of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, led by His Excellency President Sako. They also do a good job out there taking care of our people.
Right.
We would not want to get into some politicking here, which some people like to do. Those are minor problems. We take care of all Ambazonians and as good as we can, and we are thankful to everybody who is taking care of them too, no matter whether they say, oh, I like this person in leadership or not. That is the responsibility of all of us Ambazonians. We should know we are following the maxim of SCNC, one for all for one. And if you do something on behalf of Ambazonia, you're doing it for everybody, and that without waiting for any recognition or any recompense. If you help somebody who is sleeping in the bushes, has lost all his or her family members, and has nowhere to go, that person can never ever pay you back. But we know that we are doing that for the sake of all Ambazonians, without having to have political gains out of that. So our appeal is for everybody to come on board and help our people, and let's try to do this as one. And the interim government is doing its best to help us. And we have delegated, because the funds are not really coming in as we would like into our department. We have delegated cases that arise from the counties and the LGAs back in ground zero to first of all pass through the counties and the LGAs who are richer than the interim government, we would say. So they should first of all take care of those cases and refer some of them to us. Then we see what we can do. But we are badly in need of funds, and the payment options are out there, which we will soon send on ABC Amber TV here. So we are appealing to everybody to help us help our people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Ndula. While you were speaking, a question came up. You have mentioned part of it, but I would like that Dr. Atienjo should use this opportunity to clarify more. Comrade Aisha asked, what about HSS, county representatives? Can you please, Dr. Atienjo, tell us more about the county representatives of the HSS so that people should know? Because maybe some people are there, they don't know that within their county or within their LGA they have an HSS representative and so on. So we need to give out this information as much as we can so as to facilitate a way of collecting money or support also. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for this question. And I would like to say this to the Ambazonian people, that if Dr. Sako, His Excellency, Dr. Sako, who is the president of the IG, or the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, if he has not done anything out there, the fact that he brought up a structure, a working structure for the Ambazonian people, should be credited to him, to his leadership. Actually, the Amber Peace Plan is his initiative. And this Amber Peace Plan means that power is taken from the central government to the grassroots. And then, which means that power from bottom top, not from top to bottom. So that is the way we have organized our HHS. HHS is there at the central government, working in collaboration with representatives at the level of the counties, and then the representatives at the level of the counties communicate with the representatives, HSS representatives at the level of the LGAs. So it is a network, it's a system that has been established, thanks to the fact that we have the Amber Peace Plan put in place. Yes, we have a forum where we get reports from our county representatives, HHS representatives, as well as local government representatives. And that is the model by which we were able to succeed with the fund drive that we had in December. We had to communicate and had to send all the resources that we gathered through these county representatives as well as the local government area representatives to actually meet the population. So the structure is in place thanks to what the Amber Peace Plan has put to us. And this is an initiative of Dr. Sako, His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. So it's something that is working, and that is a structure that I've just laid out to you. And we do have county representatives as well as local government representatives of the Department of Health and Social Services.
Okay. One last one, still for you, Dr. Fidelis. Can you authoritatively confirm that we have 61 representatives of HSS in all the 61 LGAs and 13 in all the 13 counties? Amazonians need to know, because we cannot wait. There's no way you can coordinate all of this, but we want to know that we can find them. We can find your roots spread all over the place, so that it makes it really easy for both you and Amazonians.
Okay, thank you very much for that again. To be sincere with you, hey, Ambazonian people, we have 61 LGAs and we have 13 counties. When the Amber Peace Plan was brought into action, I can confess here that not all the counties have been formulated according to the prescription of the Amber Peace Plan, because some of the counties they lack the people to actually coordinate the efforts, to actually make it a working county. Yes, we do have 13 counties, yes. But the issue is that these counties Some function at the level of the counties, then some function at the level of LGA. For instance, Momo County is functioning at the level of the county. There's a county executive, everything is done, that's great. They have a defense department of the county. And then if you go to the 5 LGAs, Njikwa LGA, Ngi LGA, Menemo LGA, Widikum LGA, and Moamo LGA, they are all completely formulated. They are also functioning very well at the level of the LGAs. Go to Ngokutunja. Ngokutunja is functioning very well at the level of the county, but at the level of the LGAs is kind of lacking there. So I can tell the Ambazonian people that no, we do not have 61 LGA HSS representatives, and we do not have 13 county representatives of the in our department. But we have a considerable number of representatives from both LGAs and counties that are presently working with us in our department.
Okay, thank you very much. That sounds a bit tricky to me, even though I'm not a member of your team. But I just wish to know, because we need to do a lot of coordination just so that we avoid keeping some people without reaching to them and double helping other people. So how do you manage to reach to, because definitely I want to believe that there are some counties that don't have any representative at all in the HSS. So how can you reach out to the people of those counties or LGAs that are not represented? Because, for example, if, let me say, Donga Mountain, where I come from, even though we have an HSS representative, just say we did not have one at all, and no one in any of our 5 LGAs, how do you reach to such people who don't have any representative, both at the LGA levels and at the county level? It may be
So
daunting,
what
but
we
we
do
need
here is that,
yeah,
so
that is, yeah, that is for Dr. Ndula, please. Thank you.
okay, good. Dr. Ndula, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, thank you. Yes, to come back to what the first question there that was asked, well, in Gokutunja County, the county and the LGAs, they are, regulated and functioning. In other LGAs, it's not the case. Well, we have in HSS, we ought to have been 13 representatives from the 13 HSS representatives from our 13 counties. At the moment, we have about 9 or 10. There are like 2, 3 LGAs where
counties
are not like so concerned in the following the Amber Peace Plan, as Dr. Atianjo said, with some problems there still to be solved. And we have to know it's no coincidence in certain such counties or LGAs where some people claim they are not loyal to the legitimate interim government headed by His Excellency President Sako, which really undermines democracy. Like here in one county, there are 7 LGAs, then with 2 not actually functioning with the other 5 who are for the interim, the legitimate interim government. Well, those are problems which eventually will be solved, but we have 10 of 13 HSS representatives with us. So coming to specifically to your question about reaching everybody, we in the HSS department are over 50 of us, like 67 the last time I checked. And we come from various LGAs. So now what we are doing is, it is not bypassing the county representatives or LGA representatives. Everybody on this forum, some belong to various LGAs, so they will eventually be recruited as the people, those liaison people to their various LGAs. At the moment, we don't have like representatives in HSS. We wanted to first of all start with the counties, first of all the 13 counties, and then they in turn will be charged with going into their county and then seeing to it that LGAs HSS representatives, which we from HSS Central cannot go there and then say, well, I mean, you people do this and that. But those who are on our forum, who are actively taking part in our discussions and in our financial contributions, will eventually be the ones to get in contact with their LGAs and then get back to us so that all those places are represented. Thank you.
Okay,
Can I
thank you
chip in
so much.
something here? Can I chip in
All right.
something here?
You're
Yes,
welcome. You're welcome.
another endeavor that our department has been doing to reach out to areas that are not represented within our structure, the department, the departmental structure, is that, for instance, I will give you an example here. In UK, HSS UK has been receiving donations from various groups, and these groups will specify, okay, we are from Webani. We are making all these contributions for the Webani people. What we'll do is
Right.
that, yes, once these things come in, we call the LGA or the county representative from that area and say, we have something for the Webani people, or we have something for the Ngi people. So now they will be able to actually identify a means by which we can transmit all this funding for them, or whatever we have purchased, in order to share to the people, especially the IDPs, or taking care of the sick and so forth and so on. So yes, have we been reaching to people who are not representing the department? Absolutely, yes, we have been doing so through the structure that was set up by Amber Peace Plan. So it's not like
Right.
we are leaving some people out. Once we have something on the table, we want to share it. It's the national cake where everybody has to benefit. So we think about areas that are not represented, and we'll always send things. But you know what? We are here. We cannot trace these things right to the grassroots. Some people will take it, and they might not do what we have instructed them to do.
Exactly. Thank you so much. I'm very satisfied with the answers from both of you, because I can also testify, Dr. Fidelis, that here in the UK, we have a small group which we call, I am a member of that group. Fortunately, Joyce is one of us, your treasurer is one of us too. So we are Southern Cameroon's Women UK. We do a lot
Yes.
too. We are just all over the place. If we hear that there is a case in Ejagan, immediately we get Comrade Joyce to go after it, do all of the necessary vetting, come back to us, and then reaches back to them. And our aim of existence is, we just want to reach out to those underprivileged ones, because there are some who are just dying out there because they don't have an opportunity with someone to pass by with a phone and see them suffering, so that they make a video and send to us. So at some point, when we lay hands on those, we act really quick through Comrade Joyce, and this is really very helpful. So if there is anyone here in the UK, any woman in the UK, please join us. Contact me, contact Lady Casey. There is a Southern Cameroon's Women UK, and we are doing a lot in collaboration with Comrade Joyce, and this is really, really helping. And I think that through all of these small groups and so on, rightly, as you said, Dr. Fidelis, we're able to reach out to at least every Amazonian, whether they are represented in the IG for now or not. This is important. But this takes me to another question. We want to clear a lot of things here, because we still want to avoid the idea of helping or blessing some people double while others suffer. Are you at least able to be in communication with the other team who are against the interim government of the Federal Republic of Amazonia, but they are doing good works on the ground, like you said? Are you able to be in communication with them, just to see how much have you done, what have you done here and there, so that we don't go there again? Yeah, this is important, please. Dr. Ndula.
Yes, thank you for that question, Comrade Comfort. Collaboration or reaching out, it's not a one-way street, but two ways. Has to be on both sides. You cannot force somebody to collaborate with you or to work together with you. As I myself was appointed last year as the Undersecretary of HSS, and Dr. Tita, our SOS, was appointed, we reached out to the former Secretary of State for HSS, asking for some
Yeah.
handover. Yes, I mean, saying, well, I mean, we are here new, how are things? And so we were blatantly told, no, there will be no handover. And they are in the so-called Sisiku IG,
Yeah.
as they claim. Well, we have made many attempts. I have made attempts to reach to the former Secretary of State, who is heading the shadow department, so to say, in the other group. I won't call it an IG. We have only one IG in Ambazonia.
Right.
But when it comes to helping our people and doing humanitarian work, we don't do it and then claim, oh, look, it's from us, and it is our name has to be tagged on it. We are for all Ambazonians, and everybody helping Ambazonians should be doing the same. So it is difficult collaborating with people who do not want to really talk with you. But we acknowledge the good work that they are doing, and when it is possible, I take my phone up and call some people, or I send messages to say thank you to others, even if they don't reply. So that is what I can say to that, because we have extended hands outside to say, well, I mean, let us work together, but it is difficult up till now. As I say, we are thankful for the work they do for any Ambazonian, no matter for what reason. So help that comes to our people is very much appreciated by us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Ndula, for that explanation. Once again, thank you, dear televiewers, for watching County Roads. Today, we are hosting HSS. Please share as you join in. Prepare to support. I don't know, Dr. Ndula, I asked for the payment platforms. I have to put you on the spotlight now. Please, if you have not done so,
Yes,
help
sure.
me forward to our technician, Comrade Nanchop, so he can display it on the screen. I just really do plead that before we leave from here, someone should put on the comment box that they have just supported us with $10. Believe me, it's going to change someone's situation back home or on ground one. So thank you so much for those honest responses from you. One thing that gives me peace is the fact that HSS is apolitical. We are not playing politics. I appreciate the fact that you appreciate what our other brothers and sisters are doing. This is to show that there is just only one Amazonia, and you can't break them. We are Amazonian, and that's it. And it is our civic responsibility, I don't know if it's the right term, to take care of our oppressed people, a people who are proud of themselves, a hardworking people who have been taking care of themselves for ages until the old man placed a curse of a war on us. But then the hope is that we are moving on, and at some point we will find a point of convergence where we'll meet again and give a help to each other. Homeland is just one. Please be prepared to support us before we leave this platform tonight. That said, another question. It may not be a proper one, but I just know you can give us a kind of an estimate, Dr. Fidelis. How many refugees, about how many refugees do you think we have in Nigeria?
Yes, this is a very hard one, but I would tell you that an estimate of over 90,000 refugees are in Nigeria. And I would have loved our director on ground one to actually answer this, because he has the numbers. And also, he can also give us information about the breakdown of the different camps that we have. Normally, we have about 50 camps, and we also have some in Togo, we have some in Ghana, and then we have some in Mexico. We have a lot of them in Mexico. So in ground one, I would say a rough estimate of about 90,000. Given the former number was around 75,000, given the recent exodus based on the barbaric activities of La Republique, some more people have gone out during this time of the fake election. So we can make it up to about 90,000 people are suffering in Nigeria.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Once again, fellow Amazonians, you just want to share. If we are 43 people here, please, I want 43,000. If we want more than this number, share and bring people on board, because nobody will leave this platform today without chipping something into the coffers of the HSS. We have over 90,000 just in Nigeria. I don't want to hear already. I'm not yet ready to hear how many we have in Togo, even though I'm hearing for the first time that we've got camps out there. That is how much a mess our people are in. So you just want to do something. Invite someone now, share on your various platforms, and get ready, please, to support us financially. HSS needs you in order to reach out to our people. That is the reason for which we are here now. Even right now, we are speaking, someone is already getting in trouble somewhere and needs you and I. They need, I mean, it is a continuous thing till we get home. So we can't stop asking, and please do not stop giving, no matter how small. Give and then give again. Thanks so very much. So this takes us to the next one, Dr. Ndula. Have you been able to reach out to our other refugees in other places apart from the refugees in Nigeria and our IDPs back home? Have you been able to reach out to refugees like in the Latin America or in other parts of Africa apart from Nigeria?
Yes, thank you. We've been able to reach out to some of them. In Mexico, Secretary of State Dr. Tita has already made contact with some of them there, and us seeing how we can do to help them, given our resources, or at least just documenting who is where and what happened. I remember the case of a few months ago. One of our Amazonian brothers died on the way trying to cross from Mexico into the United States of America, and he died as a refugee and was identified, and we could forward that information that something has happened to one of us. It's very unfortunate that such things are happening, given that is being perpetrated on our people. One can understand that people would want to go to where at least they can stay alive without being brutalized and killed by the evil Republic forces just for putting the words Ambazonia into their mouth and for calling out for independence. And there are refugees in other places too. We're in contact with somebody in Morocco where there are some of our brothers and sisters there too as refugees. And in Ghana, there are refugees there also where we are seeing how we can help them. And the Belinda Babila Foundation are very instrumental in that. Of late, they have really given much help to our refugees in Ghana. They have documented the situation and rendered help to them. They are also active on ground 1 and at times on ground 0 also. So those are the main places where our people are, where we've been able to get to reach them. And talking about our prisoners, we have many prisoners, just those we know of in La Republique and on ground 1. We have in Boya, we have 475 prisoners till date. In Yaoundé Central, 245. In Yaoundé Principal, Kondengi, about 65 prisoners. In Douala, 70. In Bamenda, 120. In Balmayo, 8. In Yoko, in Tui, and in Fu. And about 3,000 plus prisoners scattered all across the national territory, both in La Republique and in Ambazonia. Some of them, we hope they are still alive have been taken to unknown destinations where we know people are being tortured there mercilessly, and people, some don't make it there alive. Just a few months ago, we learned of one mass grave not far from Yaoundé, of alleged some of our people that have been killed there. So we have a prisons director who is has a mastery of all that is happening there, and how many people are where and how help gets to them, and is in contact with the NGOs that help us, especially in Yaoundé and Douala, get food and assistance and medication to our people. And so we are calling on everybody to support us. Much of that money goes to our prisoners who are there suffering, and some don't, their family members don't even know that they exist, that they are still alive. And so those are conditions that are really, really terrible there in the prisons now, especially with the outbreak of the coronavirus, they will be more at risk of contracting lung infection and not being treated adequately, even at times when money and medication is sent, like in Boya prison for quite some time. Even relatives could not get to their loved ones who are there in prison. Just of late, has it been a bit possible for that to happen? So we should not only pray for our prisoners or refugees, but actively support by supporting HSS. And or if you say, well, I don't want to give my money to HSS or to the central government, go to your LG and to your county and support them. They each have HSS departments. They are taking care of their refugees and at times of their prisoners also, where, because in all our 13 counties there are prisoners there in who are Ambazonians there simply because they are for the total independence of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. So please help us and use the links that are there, Cash App, PayPal, and the bank account also. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ndula. I'm so touched with the last two words you used, like help us. So Amazonians, Dr. Ndula is not asking you to help him, Dr. Atianjo, and Dr. Tita. They don't need money. They want you to help us, them as the Department of Health and Social Services, to help them financially so that they can reach out to our people who are in dire need, our people who are going through a lot, that as they are detailedly presenting it to us here. It is really, really, really disheartening. It's so sad, but we can only pay it with money. We can only pay for it. At least, I don't know how many times I would need to say this, but they are paying already with enough of their blood, their lives, their comforts, their health, and also and whatnot. Please pay with money so we can at least preserve a few lives. We need a kind of uh, uh, personal experience account when we go back home, that this is what I saw, this is how it took place, this is how it worked, this is how it takes, how long it takes to trek from Manyemen to Nigeria. We just need to listen to such, but not until we pay for it. Please support HSS financially. Give now, give tomorrow, give again the next day, and give till we reach home. So I don't think that the need for us to support this very department financially can be overemphasized. So apart from that, I would equally like to know, Dr. Ndula, you said earlier on that some of the challenges we have is that some people may be abroad and would like to support materially, but for the material to get back to our people is a challenge. So we want to be precise so that people will know exactly what you need. What kind of favor or what kind of support do you prefer or do you advise people to do for HSS financially, or do you still welcome material things from all over the world? Let us know, please. Dr. Fidelis, if you can take on that.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I mentioned earlier that there's a lady named with Health. She's in Canada. She contacted our department and she said that she has medical equipment to the tune of $200,000 and that we could arrange and see how these materials could be transported back home or to ground one or ground zero. So it's been 2 years, it's been a year and a half now. We've not been able to have the means, and again, how to send it. We might have the means to do that. We can load a container right now, but how are we going to send it? Where are we sending it to? Who is going to receive it? Those are the problems we have. So we would appreciate people to come in communities, in groups. And then when you say you're going to sponsor, let's say a container, send equipment back home, we really appreciate that. If you do that, we send it to ground one, our representative in ground one is there to help. We'll be able to be part in the reception and then to actually see how these things are distributed and then to the satisfaction of the donors. So we appeal for material goods, material donations. If you are willing to transport these things to the destination, and then we can be there to actually assist in the distribution to make sure that the goods arrive or get to the population, the people you want. Now, we encourage people to do financial donations because if we, for instance, want to feed our population like what we did in December, to feed our refugees and prisoners, we want to buy rice. So if we have money, what we need to do is to wire the money to ground one or ground zero, and they buy, let's say, 50 bags of rice, and then transport it to the people. So we actually encourage that people should make their own financial contributions will be more acceptable because sponsoring a container to go to ground one or ground zero will be more expensive. And again, we are not only asking for money, we need people to give us that moral support. I need somebody to call me and say, you are doing something. How can we help? If you have any idea, give us ideas on how we can do things. Because we know that there are rich Ambazonians out here, some who are doing businesses back home or in the ground one. You can say, I have a space in my container. Do you have like maybe a space to put some bandages and some medical equipment? We will gladly do that. So we are not only asking for money, we are asking for moral support. We are asking for all sorts of support that can actually put this department in the right position when it comes to helping our people. This is a group of people. And let me just take some time here to actually talk to my people, to actually look at the picture, the big picture here. We are living here. I'm in the United States. There are other people, you are UK, Dr. Ndula is in Germany. I mean, we are living in air-conditioned houses. We are living well. We are trying to look at things. Think about this child. Think about this unborn child. Think about this pregnant woman. Think about this girl who has not been to school for years. Think about this lady who is pregnant, is living in the bush. Think about a girl that is under her period, and they're using grass to actually contain the bloody discharge. Think about a child whose door is open and they shoot that child, an innocent 3-year-old. Think about what happened in Gabon. These people were sleeping. They woke them up at 4 a.m. and killed them. Some of them could not even get a chance to get up to open their eyes before they were killed. Think about the suffering people. Think about these grandparents, mothers, and fathers who do not even have the strength to move from their houses, and they are running into bushes, staying in the bushes. Think about the lack of hospitals. Think about the lack of care. Think about the lack of everything that we need. Our people need the basic needs that our people need. They do not have it. If you can take a minute and reflect on all these things, then you would think that there's a way that you can help. We are not asking for people to send their money to my personal account or to Dr. Ndula or Dr. Tita's account. No. We are asking for help so that we can work together and help our people back home. Help our people who are suffering, who are living in destitute conditions. And these are conditions that we have never wished for our people to live in because of a senseless war, a war that we never invited. a war that we were not prepared for, a war that met us at our doorsteps, and we are just acting in defense. We are just acting in self-defense to actually protect ourselves. Our children are being killed. Our brothers, parents are being killed. I still remember a cousin of mine who was amongst 5 who were picked up in Gi. On their way to Bamenda, they made a call to ask what they could do with these terrorists. That is how they call them. These are innocent children who were just sitting there, and they picked them up, and the decision that came from above was that there's no space for them. Waste them. They drove into Bali, Trungembu, and shot all of them. One was shot from the mouth, one was shot from the anus, one was shot from the head, one was shot on the chest. This barbaric way of killing people was done on my people and is continuing every day. And we are still facing it. We are appealing for Ambazonians to look at this picture. I know some of us are saying that, oh no, the central government, this person accusing people, making accusations, flying all over, and taking that pretext not to contribute for the help of your people. Yes, we know, but just reflect it at your quiet point or quiet corner and think about the suffering people back home and then make a contribution. That is my appeal to the Ambazonian people.
Yeah. Nobody can make a better appeal. That was just Dr. Lula. I'm going to give you room because we need to talk about this. It's important. You know, I just want to take a deep breath because when you paint these vivid pictures, I can't stop crying. But if tears could solve the problem, believe me, I will really cry really loud. Let's cry while we pay for it. We just need to give this money. You know, it hurts. I find it difficult to describe what I have experienced, because if I describe what happened, they may trace my family really quick. But I've experienced exactly what you are saying here. I can't say it here. We don't have room, we don't have time to listen to testimonies of what is happening, you know. But then people are going through a lot. I'm sure you, the HSS team, will know through Comrade Joyce that last week we rescued this young lady whose husband is an Amber Restoration Force. A baby died in her womb and she stayed with it in there for almost a week. We had to run helter-skelter. Southern Cameroon's women, UK and Italy, I think, we did something, and hopefully this little sister of ours is alive again. That is how much, at times when you give 20 pounds, like we give in the UK every month, you feel that maybe not chicken change. It is not chicken change. Convert it to money back home, it can save a life. It can save a life. Believe me, $5 is 3,000. That is just what somebody needs to get well again, which if it doesn't come, they are going to die. Do not say what you have is small. Don't even question what they are doing with it. If you are not sure what they are doing with it, join your LGA so that you question what they did with the money they collected last time. If you are not sure what they are doing with it, join the HSS so that you follow up and make sure the money you are contributing is going where you are going to. Come in there so that you will bring ideas about resource mobilization, because we need money every day. Like Dr. Fidelis said, I don't want to overtalk and forget where we are coming from. We're trying to look at the best possible means to support, which is more feasible. I can confirm with you, Dr. Fidelis, that when we just started, the United Kingdom, I take it for example, because that is where I am, when the Secretary Ambrose was still the HSS lead for UK, we loaded containers of material to send to G1. But then by the time they had received it, we realized that we spent more than 3 times the money we would have, of the material we sent out there. So it is more feasible and it's easier to send money, because there is toothpaste in Nigeria, there is toothpaste back at home. There are sanitary pads and all of those things back home. Let us send money and let them. This one will be really very easy for our people. You know, we have some people who have learned this term from our HSS person. We have handlers on the ground, and those people are doing a very good job. Please join in. Just join in and do something so that we stop another young lady from dying with a fetus in their womb just because you did not contribute your $5 or your $20, so that we take the bullets out of the bodies of our young boys and girls who are defending us, so that they go back to work again and stand there and take another bullet. If they are not strong enough, they will not face another bullet. They can only face it when they are well, then get sick because they're carrying a bullet in them. We take it out so that they go back. Please, they cash up information and everything you need to support HSS are displayed on the screen. If you could, please do something, support HSS. Let us know. If not, after this, we will still circulate a platform, a fund, would still continue with the fund drive. Remember HSS. Contributing to HSS means saving a life. We can't overemphasize this. So I don't know, Dr. Ndula, if you have something else to add to this. I confirm what Dr. Atianya just said. Sending money is the best thing we can do. What do you think, or what else do you want to add or subtract from that? It will be helpful. Thank you.
Yes, Comrade Comfort, thank you for what you said. Dr. Atianya said it. Said almost all of what I would have said, and you too. There is just one thing to really to really look upon here. There is this tendency of us human beings to get used to something that has been going on for 3 years, almost 4 years. Our people being killed, brutalized, 400 villages burned, over 20,000 people killed, thousands more in prisons, and hundreds of thousands as refugees outside. This we should call it to our consciousness every time, and engage everybody around us to know that is what is happening. Even now during the time of coronavirus, where there are practically ghost towns everywhere in white man country to contain the spread of that. We should remind people, those people that die, many more are dying in Amazonia. We who are here in Germany, where you go out on the street, you hardly see somebody there. We experience what people are going through during ghost towns and on normal days, our people in Amazonia. But we are here not facing bullets, not facing the threat of being abducted, brutalized, and killed in our homes and burned there. Like our people back home. So this flame should never die down. We should always, each and every day, remind our people of what is happening back home to make it fresh in their memory. That is something that we will never, in the next 5 years, 10 years, never ever tolerate, that which must end very soon. And I mean, on a positive note, we've been having big diplomatic gains, and the world is sitting up and listening to us, and not only listening, but talking about our case in the highest decision-making organs in the world. And sanctions have been levied on La République and are still being done, and we are soon to take legal action against those people perpetrating this mayhem on our people. So hope is there, and the interim government and everybody is doing their best to make sure the awareness is total. But let us make people aware each and every day. That is what is happening there. Even when we have our 3 meals per day and sleep in our houses and are safe and sound, that is not the case back home. That's what I tell my children every time, and all those around me, so that they know something is happening there, at your workplace, at your hairdresser, at your barber shop, wherever you are spending time. You tell people about what is happening back there. I used to hate it when they ask you, oh, where are you coming from? You want to go back? This day I love that question. Where do you come from? From Amazonia. I've never heard about it. I say, I'm not surprised. I say, please have a seat. Then we will talk about Amazonia. I explain it to everybody. And that is part of me. That is who I am. We are here in this generation. At this time, God put us there to look back and then help our people, to give back what has been given to us Ambazonians, especially us in the diaspora. So even your $1 per day, as they say, your $20, $30 per month is not small. It is something quite big. So if you help us, help our people through funding us, sending money through this payment options here, or you help through the interim government by paying your CID, your composite independence dues of at least $20 per month, $10 per month even, under www.cid.ambercitizens.com or .org. That money will eventually come to our people. So please help us help our suffering people. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much. I will be confirming, and please for the information of people back home on ground zero, because a lot of people come back to me that they would like to support. If you would like me to know that we now have mobile money on CID, compulsory independence dues. So if you want to support HSS and you can't reach out to it, go to CID, pay it there and say it is for HSS. It will reach us. Whether you say it or not, that is the reason for which CID is existing, so that they will prop up HSS and other things. So please, CID now has mobile number and so on. I'm going to bring more updates in a couple of days, or I'll just bring Secretary Ambrose here and his team so that we get the updates about CID. You can't stop paying. And one of the things, like Dr. Ndula is saying, you know, it's just an opportunity for us to have a feel of how it feels being locked down, like our people have been going through this all this time. But the difference here is that we are in a place where we can speak really loud, you know, we can speak and they will listen to us because we have the reason to express ourselves, to talk, to say how bad we are feeling with the government or so on and so forth. We are from the platform where we can speak, we can do a lot. And something I hate, there are certain things that are called distractions, but I just want to mention one now, because anybody now who is not doing anything for this revolution, they are just running away from responsibility. When you see these negative ones here that when they talk about money again and so on, what should we talk about? If without money, let's stop fighting. We can only do it with money. So don't give your money to the interim government. Join your HGA and help your suffering people. Even I come from Nkambe, where our people do not respect ghost towns and so on, all from 2016. But every day they still pick up young men from that county or from that local government area and lock them up and take them to unknown destinations because they are suspected to be supporting Amber. That is how bad it is. Nobody is free. There is nowhere to hide. So let us pay for this mess and get it out of our way. Anybody who is complaining, oh, I cannot give my money to that thief, don't give it to that thief, interim government, but go to your LGA and give it directly to your people, to your suffering people. Nobody wants to take this money. Honestly, I think it's tiring collecting from here and there. Me, I cannot even do it. If I collect that money, the next day you surely accuse me that I've chopped it because I don't know how to manage money. So go to your LGA, pay this money, and get your people, your suffering people, at least get going until we get home. There is no need to sit here and complain. You know, there's this childish thing that is like disturbing the social media when something came up like Secretary Chris say Jonas or Gideon or whatever. You know, people would take this and sit on it and say it for ages. Oh, Gideon killed the Goliath, Samuel killed the Goliath, and so on. What has that got to do with the revolution? You know, he makes that kind of a mistake and keeps you busy on it while he keeps bulldozing and going. You know, he does a lot. You can't call. There are times I don't run my show because Secretary Chris is not there to broadcast me if Mr. Nanchop is not here, because he is either left, right, or front, running around to see if he can do something for this revolution, trying to get people to run a show every day so that we get information, trying to give an interview here and there. We wait, we can't appreciate that, but we wait until he tells you that Samson killed the Goliath, you make a whole news out of it. This is nonsense and rubbish. This is just a mark of irresponsibility. Pay your money to your county, to your LGA, and take care of your people, and forget about the other things. And thank you. We really do appreciate that. We don't have this time anymore, and this pampering. it's actually getting out of order with me because I've been pampering a lot. It's getting to that extent where I think people will need to talk really as it is. Please, we just need money, because without money, we should even stop fighting. What is fighting is the money and not even us. So whether diplomacy or whatever thing we are doing, it is all about money. Please support HSS and let us support our people. Let's help our people out of pain. Some people need only paracetamol to calm down a pain, but not until you give your $5, they can't get paracetamol. So please, let's go for it and make it happen, because we are really capable of it. Financial wise, material wise, academic wise, we are a great people. That is why we are proudly asking for our own country, which is ours, because we're capable of running one and owning it. Pay and own your pay for your independence and own your country. That is how simple it is. So sorry, my dear panelists, that I've taken over from you. When it gets to that extent, I get crazy. I start playing your part. I'm sorry about that, but that's the
It's
revolution
okay.
for us.
It's
Yes.
okay.
So
Great.
yeah. So this is also important. Please, if you could tell us, have you got a website or any social media platforms for HSS where people can find out information, or they'll read more about what our people are going through in order to be able to help more? Do you have any social media platforms or website or so, or just for HSS? I think people will need to know that as well.
Um, Yes, we are working on that. We have in the HHS, we have a think tank team which we are working on actually formulating to actually take care of logistic assignments or things that are logistically related when it comes to the department. For instance, this think tank group has to build a website for the group for our department. They also have to come up with health policies, because we are going to, yes, I can confidently say we are going to be a country. We are, Ambazonia is going, we must get to Boya. And we cannot get to Boya today without a system that is running. We must have some kind of a draft, which they have to work on to develop the big picture of a Department of Health for the Ambazonian people. So this think tank group is going to work on health policy and how the kind of health that Ambazonians are going to have. And once they build that website, we are also going to develop a database for all the prisoners, for all the refugees that we have, and then all the wounded and the sick that we've had, and they register in a database that people can actually go in there and see what is going on. So we have just what we want to do is we want the think tank group to work in collaboration with our secretariat, which we are in the process of building to actually come up with this project. So yes, we are working on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And just
Thank
to
you
add
so
to
much.
that quickly.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, we have with the recent new coronavirus taking its toll on the international community, and which has reached La Republique also. Hopefully, not Ambazonia, but we will treat it as such. We've warned our people, and we have a think tank. We have a forum that we have created: medical professional, nurses, paramedics, pharmacists, to come on board and then make some serious brainstorming and bring out recommendations and concerning the coronavirus. Dr. Tita, Dr. Chianjo talked about it a few days ago on ABC Amba TV. This is the medical civil society we are already building right now on forums and we are in close collaboration with our people back home, with our medical personnel there in the various counties and LGAs and villages, and are putting in place, based on the information back home, we have made write-ups about some cholera outbreaks, some typhoid outbreaks. Communiques have been sent out there. So we are concretely building structures that would that mimic the Ministry of Health and Social Services in close collaboration with our people on ground zero through the LGAs and the counties. So we are inviting everybody of Southern Cameroonians origin or well-wishers of Ambazonia to come and register on this platform, and then do contribute their part for the betterment of the health situation of our people in Ambazonia. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Dear televiewers, thank you for your time watching us, but it's not yet done. We are gradually moving towards the end, but we won't close our doors until we hear from someone, either from ground one, ground zero, from any part of Africa, and why not from the diaspora, to at least offer a word of encouragement, support, or ask a question to our HSS team. So I would like equally, because we are being accompanied here, Dr. Ndula and Dr. Atianjo, we are accompanied by great Amazonian people. So I would just like to read some of the comments of people who have been supporting you, the panelists. So someone says, then there's an issue of distribution, especially ground one. I don't know if that is true. If you would like to comment on that, I don't know exactly what that means. And then some other person, Nchifi Iwenwe, says, support HSS, please. Yes, of course, support is financially. That is what we want to hear. Chifi says, support financially, please. Even if you are in ground zero, still support your LGA. Of course, that is why I announced that we have pay mobile money now on CID. So if you are contributing to CID, it will still reach health and social services. Please do that. Others are thanking you. They say, we thank you guys for being there for the people of Amazonia. Yeah, what else should we do? Comrade Aisha says, Sector Comfort detractors always look for the least thing to make noise about. Any serious Amazonian should be supporting their county or LGA. Charity, they say, begins at home. So LGAs and counties are self-managed, just like in a true federation we seek to build. Support your LGA, your county, and ask for accountability. Perfect. I think that was a great one. That's a great support from our comrade Aisha. And so that is a word to those who are disturbing around. That is just what you are expected to do. So meanwhile, if the number is already displayed on the screen. If people feel like calling now to either contribute or ask questions, Dr. Fidelis and Dr. Ndula, we are here, or you are here to listen and to answer. Let's give it a try again. I really feel bad that we could not listen to our great comrade from Nigeria.
Ground one.
From ground one. Thanks. Comrade Jude, please. Are you there? This is really bad because I was really anxious to hear from him. Hello, Comrade Jude, are you there? Meanwhile, I am ready, Secretary Dr. Fidelis and Dr. Ndula, please. I am ready. County Roots is ready anytime to host HSS here as many times as we can, to tell the people what we are going through at the moment, what we need, and to keep reminding our people to come on board to help in any other way they can, especially financially. So we can't stop talking to our people, because there are times some people will hear once and do it, others will hear again and again and again before they do something. So if they want us to keep talking, we can't stop talking until everybody gets to do something. So County Roads is ready to bring you back here as many times as you are ready to come. So if you have a message, I will give you time. If you have a message to our people, be it ground zero, ground one, or our prisoners or people in the diaspora, you have room now to do that. But at some point, if the calls start coming in, I will surely interrupt you after which I'll give you time again, maybe so towards the end to round up. So, Dr. Ndula, if you have anything else to say that you have loved us to say, and maybe I did not ask you, you can still go ahead to do that now. Thank you. But lines are open. If anyone feels like calling, you call, and I'm going to interrupt the panelists for you to talk first. Thank you.
Yes, Comrade Comfort. There is one thing to say here. We are fighting for the independence of one Ambazonia, 13 counties, 61 LGAs, but one Ambazonia that we are fighting for, not for two, not for three. So if we are fighting for the independence of one Ambazonia, then we should already start behaving as such, being in the diaspora and being in a suffering position like our people, especially on ground zero and ground one, where we do not yet have a state. But the structures are in place, the different departments are in place, the Department of HSS is there, and many, many other departments, and they are doing a great job. And on the side of the diplomacy, they have also done a very great job, and everybody can see it there and read it in the news. Ambazonia is a reality. What has happened to us, our history, those are facts, those are realities. And there are people, many people out there who are choose to be intellectually dishonest and bury their heads in the sand and refuse to acknowledge the facts that are there. And they will try to talk about the trees and the branches without going to the stem and the roots and what has happened that has put us into this situation. And the only solution, the best solution, is total independence for the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. One Ambazonia. Okay. So all of us here in the diaspora, all of us all around the world fighting for Ambazonia, let us ask ourselves the question, whatever I'm doing on behalf of Ambazonia,
Dr. Ndula,
is it furthering this oneness? Yes.
Dr. Ndula, sorry, I'm going to interrupt you now. Let's just take the first call.
Okay.
Yes, so Dr. Ndula and Dr. Tianjo, please, you would want to listen. If there is any question you think you would like to answer, just take it down after the calls. When we have stopped the calls, I'll give you room to comment or to answer to certain questions. Hello, you are live on County Roots.
I don't know, the time here is 4 p.m., 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. in the morning. Your time there may vary. I just want to greet you. I came into the show a bit late, so you as a host, I don't know, I may not have been very versed with your name, but I want to thank the panelists who are there with you, Dr. Fidelis, Dr. Ndola, for the great job people are doing to sensitize our people. I'm calling from China. Mm-hmm. My media name is Big Brother. I work here with colleagues in China for school. But that notwithstanding, I think I just have to chip in a word there to thank you for this good job of sensitization. As concerned the issue of the entire issue that you've been discussing all along, especially the idea that the CID that we are mobilizing ourselves here to contribute will greatly help HSS. In fact, this is a good news for me. And I would like to appreciate that. Since we are out here trying to see what we can do, not everybody is concerned with what you are talking there because we have a big problem. In fact, I'm very happy. I just wish to say, more great you are able. Please continue to do that. That is what I want. That is what we want. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Big Brother, for joining in. Thank you. You thought it wise that you could wake up at 5 a.m. just to talk to us. We really do appreciate that. Thanks. Bye. Yeah. Okay, so that was Big Brother calling all the way from China. What an encouraging message. We really do thank you. Big Brother, we hope you can hear us again. I hope you are staying safe. I hope you are okay, but you sound really great. And we really thank you for that. And we hope you continue to be in good health so we can handle this battle together. Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, Dr. Ndula, I don't know if you still want to say one or two things, but unfortunately, you'll be stopped at any point. So let's try again. Hello, Comrade Jude. Can you hear me? I can see you move a bit, but unfortunately, we can't hear you. Hello, Comrade Jude. Can you hear us? Hello. Okay. Well, it's unfortunate that we can't talk to him today. We hope that next time we can make it. Hello, Comrade Jude. Oh dear. All right, Dr. Ndula, do you still want to talk, or do you want to respond to Big Brother? Why calls are wasting time to
No,
come in?
I can hear you 5 on 5.
All right, speak now,
Wonderful.
Big. Carry on, Comrade Jude. Just say anything. Just you are on ground one. Can you hear me? Actually, it takes a long time to get to him. By the time you're hearing, we are far away. And yeah. Oh dear. All right. Okay. Oh well, let's move on. Let's move on. I feel really bad, but there's nothing we can do about this. Yeah. If any one of you would want to respond to Big Brother from China, since calls are not coming in as fast as we were expecting, there is time to respond or to make.
Very much. I
No.
network is this wants me to talk.
Oh dear.
But in ground one, we really have a lot of problems. We really have a lot of issues. Need our brothers and sisters out there to put their heads together so they and help our refugees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just speak on as much as you can. We can hear. Thank you for making us to know that you have a lot of problems and you are asking for our brothers and sisters to help the refugees. So you can carry on to speak, Comrade Jude. We are listening. Oh, this is hard. Okay, fellow Ambazonians, dear televiewers, you are watching County Roots and we are approaching the end of the show. I don't know what is happening today. Call and talk to us. This is HSS. This is the foundation of Ambazonia. Call and talk to us. Call and give us at least a word of encouragement. Call and promise us. If you can't contribute now, promise us that you contribute before the week runs out. We just need someone to talk to us, to tell us something we need to hear. I was expecting that at least someone to either write on the comment section or to tell us that they have contributed something. We haven't had anything coming yet, but we hope that someone does, or if you're pledging or do something or call for encouragement, we're happy to hear from Big Brother from China. And you can't afford to stay quiet when our people are dying, especially when you are in a place where you can talk. So talk and act. Act by putting your hand deep down in your pocket and supporting. Support HSS through your local government area, through the payment platforms you have on the screen, through CID. We will receive all of this money and we will make sure we go to the ground and help our people as need be. So we cannot talk about money, we cannot talk without talking money. Without money, we can't do anything. We only talk and talk and talk. I hope talking could actually really pay all of those things that we are doing. I will talk 24 hours round the clock. But then please, while we talk, let us act even more. If we act and act accordingly, we will not even need to talk. We will not have time to sit here and talk because we will need time to go out there and make sure that our people are comfortable in their uncomfortable zones and situations. So please do something, support HSS, join us, make a proposal of how to raise funds, just connect us to some rich organization that can help us put a smile on the face of our people. We just want anything done for us. So, and it takes a team. It takes a team to do this, to actually execute this mighty task that is before us. Like Dr. Ndula said before, it is not by chance that you and I are out of home now. God just made it on purpose that we should be here right now because he was preparing us for this task of liberating homeland, of making homeland a place to be for our children, of preventing our children to go through what we have gone through for over 50 years. So, on what side of history do you want to write your name? Because our children shall read all we are doing today. Believe me, it's unfortunate. Our children shall read. What would you like to read about you tomorrow? County Roads, hello?
Hello, good evening.
Hello. You are live on County
Yeah,
Roads.
I'm calling. Yes, please. I'm calling from Mes County.
Okay, from Mezam County. How is Abakwa today?
Yes. Bakwa is fine, except the military people who are going around killing people. They just shot somebody around Church Street this afternoon.
Oh, no. Mm-hmm.
So I've just called to thank you people for the job you're doing and to say that you carry on. No matter what we shall arrive, we are one day.
Right.
And I'm saying that there are some people on the Facebook attacking this revolution very seriously. I don't know how you can tackle that, because there are some people there who are from time to time they say negative things about the revolution. They counteract whatever good thing that is coming, and they give false information to the people. I mean, false information to people. So I don't know how you people can tackle that one at your own level. I'd like to also put somebody there who will be counteracting what they will be presenting or what. I don't know. I just want to present this to you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for your call, and thank you even for the appeal that you are making. I think we are actually a team sitting here now. 3 of us, or plus our brother whom we cannot hear. We are actually 4 of us here, or 5 plus me is 5, right? Yeah. So something needs to be done. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, and stay safe, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, this is where I get like worked up each time they speak. Each time I listen to a voice from home, something always strikes me. He is speaking from home. He is speaking from the lion's den. He is actually just around somewhere. Someone has been shot dead. But he tells us that we should keep on doing what we are doing because we are doing the right thing and because Amazonia will be free again. What is stopping you sitting here where I am in the UK and not doing what you are supposed to do for these people? What is stopping you? Tell me. He knows. He is speaking like that. I'm sorry, I don't wish that it happens. He's not sure he will meet the next minute of his life. But he tells you, carry on, do what you are doing because you are doing the right thing. Do you want to stand up now and do it? Can you just stand up now and do it? The person who was shot dead at Church Street, what was his crime? Was he caught with some stuff on him to show that he's a restoration, Ambazonia Restoration Force? No, they just shot him dead because he's Ambazonian. And the next person who watched it or who knows, who is just somewhere around where it happened, is telling you and I to carry on. There are no 2 things we can do apart from doing what we are expected to do. Like I was saying before the call came in, our children are going to read about every activity we are doing now. I'm afraid. Are you the name that when they will call tomorrow, the children will say, really, they will start to find out, do you know this person, and so on. And then they will attribute you to the evil things you did or how you never cared about the lives of our suffering people. Do something, because it is not by chance you are here. You are only here now because you have a responsibility to do something to rescue homeland. Our forefathers started it, they did their part, and that was how much they could do. And they brought us here just for this, because we are so advanced, both in knowledge and everything, that we're capable of doing it. Why we are wasting time, only God knows. Because idling here, attacking people and saying things that do not help, is only helping to protract this war, so that we lose many more lives than we're supposed to lose, which is really sad and which is bad. You want to stop playing this sadist role. Stand up now and start doing it. HSS is here. This is the best thing you can ever do for this revolution. Fund this body of people who have offered and sacrificed to coordinate so that we can help our people who are suffering. Yeah, so I will give room, Dr. Ndula, if you want to
Yes,
talk, I think you should talk now. Yeah, carry on, please, carry on. Sorry,
yes, thank you, Comrade Comfort. I thank the comrade from Ground Zero who called, and he raised a very personal concern that people attack the revolution. Well, first of all, I mean, say, well, stand strong. Those of you on ground bearing the brunt, bullets, losing up, and being terrorized every day. Those who are against this revolution or don't want to hear anything about it, don't vilify it. It is to ask themselves, those people dying back home, whose people are they? They are your people. We will get independence. It is coming, that is for sure. And we are looking into all this. When we'll be independent tomorrow, books will be opened. And then those, it will be seen who was really an enemy of this revolution. And people brought to book, because now our chief, Paul Biya, is being, will eventually be brought to justice also. So what more people who go on Facebook there and then type nonsense, just attack the revolution for the, and you know, when you are attacking the revolution, no, you are attacking, you are dealing with the, playing with the fate of 8 million Ambazonians, the majority of whom want independence of Federal Republic of Ambazonia, former British Southern Cameroons. So we should be positive and then know those that are attacking the for whatever reasons. They are in the absolute minority. They may be vocal out there, but the truth will always win. And the truth, the facts, the history, reality is on our side. And God is on our side. So we know we will win this revolution. But we are taking steps, such things, they are being recorded, and some people who like carry out character defamation, they can freely doing what they do on Facebook. But when we are a nation, then they will know. In a nation, there are rules that I will not just come call somebody out for whatever reason, then go scot-free with that when there will be independent. So to be on the safe side, do it as if we are already independent. The laws are there being respected, and you could be prosecuted for breaking. That is the civic responsibility each and every Ambazonian, and the best way to show to help the suffering people back home. Whether you are for this revolution or not, the absolute majority is for it. Ambazonia will become a reality very soon. So if you are not supporting it, but you come from South Cameroons, know that will soon be your reality, that you'll be a Southern Cameroonian in a state governed by laws and rules that you will have to obey. So why not start doing it now that we are still some kilometers away from
Okay. County roads, hello? Hello? Okay. Yeah, that's the call from ground zero, so you can hear network problems and so on. Oh, yeah. Okay. Many of them are coming in. I'm trying to pick. No one is responding, and then both of them drop. All right, let's see. I think they will come again. So while we are waiting, yeah, just try calling. And please, when you call, make sure you don't stand near your receiver. If you're watching on TV, either you reduce the volume to zero or you move away from where your TV is and concentrate only on WhatsApp so that you'll be able to communicate effectively. So we hope that they try again. And then county routes. Hello? Hello?
Good evening. I greet you all.
Yeah, good evening.
I call from Ground Zero.
Okay, how for Ground Zero today? You go for which place for Ground Zero?
No. I call from the Northern Zone.
All right. Welcome to County Routes.
I really want to thank you plenty for the good work you do. So, what do you mean I want to talk and say, now all the work fine. Because every do not do people they feel say they know they see the light and wait to wait there from then they never know where they did.
Right.
Another thing where I want encourage them and brother them for HSS club. I say make they look God for their front. And anything where they do, I mean they talk there for back for corner we put they talk where it will make them know they see what they get for do and for do and fine. Then another thing, we get some live listing yesterday with with Chris, Chris, with some person they got like Kennedy, because a pastor, as in a pastor Kennedy.
Right.
That kind of people, the way they say they be journalists, so they're distractors. But the good thing I say, you don't bring that. If you bring that man yesterday live, and it become expose their ignorance, we can expose their stupidity. We know who people they can't do if you talk and self.
I know.
Because all question when Secretary Chris they ask him, he know he answer no one. He turn around and people they be called they want to make me understand say he there for wrong place. And if you feel say any man, not only you one, but the good thing that we Secretary Chris, you make me bring it on board. So make it can talk, make get interview with you, and also plenty other that they wrong. But that discussion yesterday with you, it don't give a lot of, it don't create a lot of impact for Ground Zero.
Okay.
Yes, it don't create a lot of impact for Ground Zero. And with the praise and that kind of spirit, it can never delay because some people they do it they sleep. But now they are the ones that they woke up, they know say they don't do it.
Oh, thank you plenty.
So hold on tight. Those as we talk, those as when they talk with it, now with the eyes, they not open for this Ground Zero or for that side. Especially now when I say because now Ground Zero self, you know how we would go.
I know.
Now when they make someone that brother them or sister they make that confession with that side, we look and say something like now because when they see white thing the other side, and I feel comfortable, but I don't say who home now home. Who would decide for who not say who get a home and who must belong to that home and must stay in that home. So they if we talk for him and say God first because we know say green light is already before front.
Okay, thank you.
The way they run the fall the other side, they will be following.
All right, thank you very much, my brother.
Continue, sister kids. Yes,
yeah.
Thank you for that coordination. In fact, now God will pay you.
Well, we thank God. Thank you so much for the encouragement, and yeah, thank you so much. So may we give room for some other person where they call again. But we really do appreciate your contribution. This is so encouraging, you know. So I just have a question, Dr. Fidelis. I know I'll give you time at the end to actually equally chip in what you've got. So I just have this question. Ground Zero is ready for homeland. What about you listening now to them speak? Whoever is listening now, who is with us online, you can hear from their voices that they are ready for homeland. You can hear from the voices of people back home that they know exactly what they want. They know where they are coming from and they know exactly where they are going to. So what about you? You just want to answer this question to yourself and start doing the right thing. So I just hope if we can get 1 or 2 more calls, and that will be it, so that we round up and give room to other comrades to come up and continue to keep our people educated and informed about the revolution. So okay, county roots. Hello.
Yes. Good evening, madam.
Yes, can you please move away from your receiver? If you are watching on TV, either you reduce the volume or you move away. Listen only to WhatsApp, please.
Yes, all the volume is down, madam.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good evening. You are live on County Roots. Hello. Oh dear. Okay, he has been struggling. I want to make this the last call so that we can round up. Let me just help and see if it goes. Let him just for what he's got, and let's move away from here. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, this is County Roots.
Yes, madam. I'm calling from Kame.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Yes, I can get you. How is Gambe? How is Gambe today?
We are just there. Only this man that's trying to disturb us, but we are promising you that he cannot win us. He's just trying. I mean, the person you know, our brother, Galajera.
Yeah, he's not our brother. He's a foreigner from La République du Cameroon. I know Galajera, but he's from La République. Yes.
Yes, we are just telling you that he's just dancing on top of the fire. And what happened to this man will happen to him. So we are not wasting our time. Just don't mind. He's fooling our people here, and I know that the people are just going behind him because he is just promising things, giving them money, giving something to eat. That's what I can say. And these people that are following him, the people are not supporting him. If you would like to see that Gambia are behind him, that all the Gambia people are behind us to share this country, you try one day and ask all Gambia people to call for something like a good. Just to only from Gambia to call. We know that they really want that this country that we should have our independence, and it will come. And to go to what happened yesterday with the Chris Ano, we are very, very happy. That man calls himself a pastor. We don't know whether that man is a pastor or not. But that man is a very stubborn and a stupid man. He came there with the flag of La Republic, and he was trying to talk to. They asked many questions to him. Mr. Cristiano tried to ask me many questions. He was not able to answer even one. And from there, people call and ask him questions. When they ask him, he go round and come, and he did not answer. So he left our TV station yesterday with a very big shield, with a very big head. I don't even know what to say. But what we are promising you is this: it will work. Nothing to say wasn't to go to Kuya. Okay. And another thing is. Today, maybe you want to know what happened today in other places like Kumbu and other places, but just to tell you that, to inform you that something happened.
Okay.
Because they are organized the so-called election tomorrow, but something happened. Something happened. I'm not sure that some of them, some of them are in the hospital, and not to cut short. Something happened. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Okay. All right. Thank you. Very well. Thank you so much. And Dr. Ndula and Dr. Tianjo, you can see me smiling from molar to molar because someone speaks from Gambe and says us. Us here means us Amazonians. So forget about what Gerard is doing. That one is coming, naturally from home, as you can hear. Forget about what Gerard is doing. Forget about what all of those people who call themselves elites are doing. Homeland is real. Homeland is real, and nobody can dispute that. So that is the message from Kame, which makes me really happy because it's real promising. County Roots, hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good
I'm
evening.
calling from Holland.
Okay, welcome to County Roots.
Yes, Sister Comfort, I really want to appreciate you and also want to thank those that are on the panel. Thank you so much. You are so, I draw my inspiration from you. You encourage a lot of women. You know, you come out there tirelessly to keep us, just inform us on what is going on. And also, I would just want to try to encourage all of us listening, that we should contribute. We shouldn't give up. We shouldn't say, oh, I've been contributing and I'm tired. Is there a day that we've slept at our home here in diaspora without eating? No. How dare we complain that, oh, we have been contributing and we are tired? No, please. Together, it will be light for us to move forward. So let's give a widow's mind. Give anything you have. We have to keep contributing, because how can we prosecute the war without finances? We have to. We have to. So I'm just here to encourage everybody who is following this struggle to contribute, to go to his or her bed and think of those who are in the bushes. Right. When you close your eyes, just see them in your imagination. See them. Look at those little kids stranded. Look at their faces. How can you sleep comfortable that those kids are in the bushes? Right. So please, and also I'm talking about those sellouts. Those are the type of people, honestly speaking, if Jesus comes down today and they tell them that this is Jesus, they'll still crucify him. Right. So these people, we just need, although we cannot ignore them without calling their names, but honestly, you see how they decide to choose wrong. They go the wrong direction. So in order for us to move forward, we should just focus like we are doing. And I really want to congratulate you guys. Your cabinet is doing an amazing job. President Sako is just behaving as if those sellers don't exist, and that is how it's supposed to be. Because people are saying, Dr. Sako. Honestly, I went on my knees and I asked God, but I've looked around the people who claim they are the best. I asked myself, if they give them the authority, okay, you be the president, can those people rule us, or can they be able to manage it? No. So please, we know Dr. Sako is doing, and your cabinet in general, you guys are doing an amazing job. So keep on. And Sister you spoke and I cried. I cried. So I wish people like you, to just lead us, continue talking, and God will guide you, protect you guys, and please contribute. That's what I want to say.
Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you, fellows mother. Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. We are so encouraged. I think all of us who are here, we are really, really blessed with what you just told us. You spoke like a mother. You spoke like the Amazonian woman, that the Amazonia we are building. That is the kind of woman that we want to listen to. So what else do we need apart from encouraging one another? Thank you so much, and God bless you. So we would like to close the calls now. Dr. Fidelis, I'll give you time if you have some comments, if you have anything to say, so that we finally round up, just commenting on the calls and all the other things, and then your last word to our people, so that we finally round up. So, Dr. Fidelis, please.
Okay, thank you, Comrade Comfort. You're doing a marvelous job. I really want to thank you for this opportunity and the time that you created. You know, a lot of people think that giving to the Amazonian struggle, you need to make millions. Just your time that you have created to bring people to educate the Amazonian people is very, very important. And this is, you cannot be paid, will not be able to pay you for what you are doing. We cannot emphasize the idea of giving enough. Actually, I have been visiting a lot of places here in the United States where I reside, I've been visiting a lot of places, and some of these places are fun. And what I see is a picture of what is going on, and I think about it, reflect it, and see what is going on in Ambazonia. Can you imagine? I see people who enter in a bar and they go and pay money and sit in VIP positions, spend thousands of dollars, and yet they are unable to pay $10 in their own LGA. They are unable to belong. So I've seen a lot of people out there, but one thing that is very clear, the last speaker just said something. The president is focused. His Excellency President Sako is a very focused person. And if you want to listen to all these distractions, we are going to derail. And we cannot afford to derail because of our distractors. There will be a time that we shall meet and talk. However, I just want to use this opportunity to bring this idea, because the entire world is in lockdown at this point, is shut down because of the coronavirus. So I want to use this opportunity to educate our people again, especially our people in ground zero, about what the coronavirus is all about. Even though we had talked about this the other day, I know that there are some other ears that have come up here. They are listening to what we are talking today. And I would like to say it, even though mixed with Pidgin and English, because my Pidgin is not very good, you know. So I want to talk my country people then. We'll get a problem where it don't affect the entire world at this moment. And that problem being this coronavirus where it is outside. Coronavirus, it being a virus where they be identifying for Wuhan, for China. It attack your respiratory system. That means the way where you breathe. So when it don't attack you, what you feel and now say, you not feel breathe well, you the cough, but the cough not done that way. When cough come out, you cough, it come out. So the mucus not there. So now the way they call it for medical to say dry cough. And then you get shortness of breath. What it means say you just try for actually breathe. The breathe not be easy the way you supposed to be. You get the struggle before you breathe. And for medical term, you use accessory muscles them, where they support your breathing under normal circumstances. That time you overuse them, and your lungs you overuse them for actually struggle for breathe. And then again, another way they happen, I say you get fever. Once you get fever, then you get your temperature to go up. So when you feel them, you need for actually call somebody where it will help you. No commode go for outside. Call a medical practitioner where it will help you. So what they do, and I say they will do a test. And when they don't do you a test, it will be positive for that coronavirus. And the beg una plenty. May una not be anxious too much. Because now anxiety where it will kill plenty people them. Because when you don't hear say you get coronavirus, now you where you start jump, you start cry, you be emotional, certain things they happen, and then you want to see problem come on. We mean say you add the problem where you get them for your skin. So just calm down and then see what way the doctor they will do them for you. And how you feel spread them. For when you get them, the best thing I say, make you sit down for one place. No come out for a house. Be for one place. If you see person where you get that disease, or you get the cough, or you get flu, don't go for corner. You see our mommy and papa, the way they don't all get that kind of age, they pass 65 years old. The way they get some underlying conditions, the way different way they sick, please, no go for their corner. The way they are the talk now, I said, jangi them. Mommy and papa them, brother and sister them. May una stop for go from Jangi house, because when una go for one place, plenty, you be close to one another. If you get them, you hear for your brother, you hear for papa, you hear for mommy, you hear for friend, where you no get them. And then you wash hand. When you get for wash your hands all the time with soap and water. If you not get soap and water, if you get what they call this sanitizer, where you get alcohol, you get for wash your hand with sanitizer, and so that you feel clear yourself and clear other people from the sick. People where they be vulnerable, where they feel easily get, and people where they get problem with their immune system. Immune system army the way they do for your body, where when you don't pick something where it's not fine for your body, where if it cause you sick, that army they will come fight them, they will kill that thing, so kill and say no, me come off outside your body. But when this army them, they be suppressed, what will they happen and say, you know, if you be able to fight infection. So now, if you be that person where you there for that category, HIV infected people, them people where they get natural immune a weakness in the immune system, people where they sick get cancer, people where they take some kind of drug them like chemotherapy and so forth. Me they not go for corner people where me they not they be very vulnerable for this disease. So now we with the toxin me they not be for me they not be for a place where or for gatherings where plenty people they day, because if you get them it will easily affect you. I want to talk again about the the key person for this virus. When you get the virus, you sick, you cough. It not be enough for kill you, but wait till have it happen. I say it gets some complications the way you feel get them. As a result, say your immune system be weak, and one of these complications are pneumonia. Pneumonia, and I say you get infection inside your lungs, where you not be able to breathe the way you're supposed to breathe, and as a result, it will feel kill you, and it will make your lungs they will shut down, and then you not feel breathe. Then another complication, I say, as a result of all this infection, you figure what you would call, I say, multiple organ failure. Where means say your lungs they will fail, your kidneys they will fail, your heart will fail, and when all these organs they fail, it means say you know if you survive them. So you want to avoid, I mean, no reach for that level where you will be affected in that way. So all we where would they for ground one and ground zero and for all over the world, Ambazonians them. Would through the Department of Health and Social Services, would they appeal for people that say, me they avoid gatherings. If you want to stand for corner man, you stay for 6 feet. 6 feet and say 2 meters, stand away. If you want cough, you cough, put your hand away, me I don't put that. You cough for your inside your hand so. Then you need to wash your hand all the time. Wash your hand with soap and water. Make sure say, may you wash your hand so that me you not carry them for different person. And then when you touch surfaces them, it means that this infection, it come in 2 ways. Either person cough, the droplets where you get it is inside air, you inhale them, or you go contact, you touch places the way person will don't be infected, it touch, and they call us say contact and droplet precautions. Now you will get for take care of. Make sure when you touch something then you get for wash your hand before you even do some different thing. You salute person, you get for wash your hand them. And I would like to meet people they not even salute. Avoid groups. You get for Njani, no go to church. Church, we know they talk say church na bad. Church na very good thing, but the problem I say you give for you need to be very careful. Say make you not be a problem. You not be a source of a problem to other people. Them. So the best thing you get for doing, I say, we'll stay home, pray, read the Bible, praise the Lord. Because the whole world will be on shutdown. Because when you go for corners of different person where you get them, you get them. Or if you get them, you go you get for different person. It means you don't affect the other people them, and it not be good. So now you are the talk from our country people. They say this disease or this pandemic where they for outside, it be very serious in the Western world at this moment. Yes, we don't hear some story the way that they come up from ground zero, from ground zero and for La Republic. Say they don't diagnose some people them way they get coronavirus. But what I want to talk for people that say me are they inside medicine and my brother them other people they inside medicine. We for America will get a very advanced medical system where would still struggle for get diagnostic kits. Europe, they still struggle for diagnostic kits. UK, they still struggle for diagnostic kits. How Cameroon get diagnostic kits for actually diagnose 13 people where they claim? And then a health official, a come up for northern zone for Bamenda, go detect temperature there for people, they talk, say they diagnose people there with coronavirus. So will people them, would the advise now say, me will not be careful. We'll never be sure, say that people where they report are so not true, but even United Nations through World Health Organization, they don't send information out to say the numbers where they come out for Africa, they be wrong. Me, they be careful with the number where they send out for outside. Because we get government the way they don't get interest for people them, or they want enough for kill with people them. Because if you get interest for people, you know wake up lie for the way they don't talk say they want to distribute money for country where they be affected, so you don't get people the way they get coronavirus because you want to get the money. So I beg my people, they say, me they be very careful. And then another one where they come for outside. If some person come for you, for United States are we there. Now on Tuesday, they start NIH, when a National Institute of Health for United States, FDA, Federal Drug Administration, they don't talk, say they don't start trial for vaccine. Trial me say they don't collect some people where they don't accept for try say me they see how where they fit develop vaccine. This trial it will take months and even take a year before they will even get to a point where they will fit produce a vaccine where they will yam for people them. So if some man can't tell you say me I get vaccine, I want you vaccine for coronavirus, now lie people them. Make no Amazonian accept for take vaccine. Make no person take accept for take vaccine because now different way they want do them. Because we'll not get a government where it get bad faith for your own people them. Where it don't work at the key people that will go on them. They don't look and say now this one way they want to use and where they call and say biological weapon for kill people them. So would they beg with people they say make they not hear anything. If some person come for you say he want you vaccine, no agree. Okay, treatment. Now what if it happen when you get them? How you feel treat yourself? They be start them. This it be come up from that country where they call and say France, where researchers they be talk say chloroquine they work. So now United States they don't do the test, and other Western nations like United Kingdom, Germany, they don't do the test and they don't accept say chloroquine and azithromycin when are antibiotics. When you take these two medications in combination, they will feel help you. Chloroquine, but no go take chloroquine or this medication where you never be diagnosed. Only take and when they don't diagnose you, talk say you get coronavirus. So now all the advice say me I want you for una say me wanna be careful. Me wanna be careful because una health they talk for English say a healthy nation na a wealthy nation. We not like say me some person die because of things we will be feel avoid them. So now why would they use this medium? Or actually tell una say me wanna be careful for which way they go out. The whole world is there on lockdown. About our department, there's nothing else we can talk other than present. We want to just keep on emphasizing to our people that it is high time we start. When I listen to our comrades who called from ground zero, tears were running out from my eyes. Why was I crying? I was tearing because these are people who are feeling the impact. But when we see our own brothers and sisters in the diaspora, still looking as if the dream of reaching Buya is a far-fetched dream. There's one question I want to ask you, or I want you to ask yourself. When that day shall come, what is the legacy you are going to keep behind? What would your children tell or say about you? When they will see other people jubilating in Buya and people's names in history books, they will ask, why was my mother's name? Why was my father's name not mentioned in this book? Does it mean my father was not in support of this? So ask that question and answer it. My brothers and sisters, we are appealing for all Ambazonians to help us, to help the needy, people living in destitute conditions, people living in abject conditions, people who are not sure of tomorrow, even a meal, the next minute. Please do that through HSS. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Fidelis. Thanks so much for the wonderful presentation you have just made again this last minute. I hope you just spoke to someone because you spoke to me as an individual. I hope that someone really heard you. So, Dr. Ndula, please, if you have some other thing to chip in before we finally put down the curtains.
Yes, I thank brother Dr. Fidelis where he talk about this coronavirus and make no person, no fool owner for ground zero for there. That thing, it kill we too, it kill we black people there. So make person know here, as they used to say, black man no they die dirty. That one na nonsense. Some people they don't say, oh, for China, say some black man the day where he be infected, he don't wear, say we black people they need the affect we. No, white people they too where they don't get that disease, they don't wear too. Many people they did well. 80 to 90% people they did well, but the rest 10 to 20% they die of the virus, and many black people they too where they already die. So make we no hear any kind talk for us, and then more just do the precautions as Dr. Fidelis talk and say we'll avoid close contact with people there, especially when person they cough. Because even if na normal cold, normal catarrh you get up, you need to know. You know if you know them. Even we doctor them, you need to know when person stay for your corner they cough, whether na coronavirus you get them or whether na normal cough. So just behave as if na that bad cough where you get them, then protect yourself. No go very near to that person. It be better for no get the disease than say maybe you get them. Don't talk say, oh well, I may have a cure them, because even for one country for here, cure they come too late for some people them, where they get everything. Now why they now they don't talk to me, but they don't come outside, maybe they don't do this, maybe they don't do that. So we know say greatest problem now this evil Republic people where they did the Kiwi. So if we compare them to the coronavirus now, where they come the key people them. So more be careful, more avoid them, more avoid carelessness, more respect all those rules where Dr. Fidelis talk about them. So wanna stay safe. We want to see as many of you will reach Boya as possible when soon we'll get our independence. Yes. So if anything come out, any latest come out about any disease situation that or any other problem that whether they happen, whether the concern will hurt, then we from Department of HSS will go inform one there one how things they do. So may no person know as Dr. Peter is talking, may no person no come forward and say, oh, some vaccine they would they already can give one. No, even for white man country for here, they never yet start the give those vaccines for people then because they still test them for see if at all they really work. So if any person come and especially in the Republic people them, live people them where they want come for can give people them. So vaccine never yet they those medication and where Dr. Peter is talk about them. So we them they help people them for stage where you never reach that kind bad stage where nothing will help you again. So wanna be careful, wanna stay safe.
Okay, thank you once again, Dr. Ndula. And I think, say, me too, I want to add something because before I go ahead, yes, just to confirm, our platform, them all be ready anytime. Updates on coronavirus, just come on, call on us, call on secretaries, call me, call Lady Casey. We are all ready to bring you out there as many times as you be ready for take information to our people. But if you not permit me, please, ma add to, because this afternoon I picked this video where this person, you know, this kind of buffoonery. You see it where that mask them open and they make an interview, they grant an interview. How did they take what was a thermometer or what? So they touch on your forehead, so like the Nigerian movie then. So say you don't get if coronavirus go, get. I was like, oh God. So I had to do a very quick research before we started this show. I said I just want to see because I was so annoyed. How much they touch and so then already test they run test 3,000 people they test negative. So you did see and say the test they do on a hard, they make a swab. They use some stick where they like this pen. You dey open your mouth. You they take that stick, make a swab. Swab means that they wipe your nose so wipe inside your nostrils. Then take another stick. You open your throat. They wipe them inside. For go do that test for laboratory before they get a result. Can't tell you whether or not you be coronavirus positive. But right here, right now, my country people they take this stick where hold on to touch you days ago. You know get coronavirus. That is how annoying it is. And the next minute, they will bring you vaccine, can't put you for body, saying a vaccine this for coronavirus. So make everybody, please, stay safe. I don't even look at, you know, the John Hopkins University. They don't say they try to develop some in-house testing method where not be state one. But then it shows it go work, but the results will come in about 24 hours. They still work on it for 6 minutes, reduce the results come as quick as within 3 hours. But our people, just within 1 second, they touch you, tell you result. Nothing can be more annoying. I don't want to say it be embarrassing because those people don't represent me, but it be annoying. People see think that I'm from that country. That is how bad it is. I feel so bad for our people. But then make everybody, make una stay safe. Listen to all the advice. We ABC Amber TV be very ready for bringing una as much information as we can. So we could do a rebroadcast of everything we do on information concerning health, especially these days. So watch and watch. If you get question, call Secretary Chris. Be very responsive. Call me. Call any of us. Call, and ask for information. Don't listen to those people. They don't just get another opportunity for kill we again. But then, fortunately, we are here to help. So we are together in spirit. We are just praying. God will preserve you. Nobody will extinct. A race will not be bring up for this world. That is how much we can talk. But then, please, another appeal before I finally leave. Dr. Fidelis was talking about people who are living in affluence nowadays, Amazonians. spending good money to drink on first class. I'm hearing this from our first time. People sit on class A to drink Mimbo. I see that even on Facebook, we wear some of these beautiful things and still display good pictures on Facebook of this, you dress well head to toe with those mark and so on. The marks. I don't know if we call them. Because they even wear them too. We wear those expensive things. We have
Yes.
seen them. We know how beautiful you are already. I beg, keep change. Keep change. Help people back home because we need the money now to do something more important. Even a clothes, don't wear them. You even do it with them. What do you honestly do? Thank God for Facebook now. We get place for show clothes. Where you don't take picture, put them on Facebook. What next? But think that you want to take this money and save a life back home. Somebody you go back and give a hug to. That is what we need now. Let us spare us some of these pictures, these displays, and send this money to where it belongs right now. And once again, don't keep any money that is meant for this revolution, be it HSS or whatever thing you want to support. Call me. I have told you, me, I be 61 LGAs. I can connect you to anybody from any LGA. Don't keep money. If you not fit pay, for your information, please, dear doctor, I'm sorry when I know that they overtalk, but permit me. There is this little boy who reached out to me last month. He asked, he wanted to support this struggle. He's only 17. Each time I think about it, I weep. I posted it, I made a screenshot of it and put, he said, I am only a little boy of 17. I am based back home in this one in the northern zone. I want to support this struggle. I have 2,000 francs, and I feel that if I give this money, it will still help at least someone, because it feels bad watching even my younger brothers being slaughtered before my own eyes. I tried as much as I could to escape or to dodge from taking this money. He insisted until I had to tell him to, okay, go now. Give this money to anybody around you whom you find that is suffering. Make a video of it. Let me see that you have given this money. I will pay on your behalf and then send the acknowledgement to you. He is only 17. I know what it means having 2,000 at the age of 17. And he is at home. And he is paying, he is giving. That is actually the widow's mite in the Bible. Please do me a favor and sponsor this revolution. Enough of this pretending and running away from responsibility. All the people they did run. Now they wait tomorrow. When we go back home, we will tell you if you know how we'll be fight for this struggle. I know them. Now that they call it that one thing. Wait, let homeland come. They go take some of that expensive clothes, they go display them. Say, hey, know how we'll be fighting. Know how we'll be fighting. Believe me, me God stick your tongue for the roof of your mouth. If you spend that money carelessly, go talk rubbish tomorrow. All right. I don't cross boundary. Sorry, but that is it. Yes, carry on. You can talk, please.
Well, the good news is that in order to solve that problem, all LGAs have been demanded to come up with a database or databases for all members of their LGAs in their diaspora.
Yes.
Everywhere you can think, anybody you can think. And now my LGA is already building a database with codes to everybody, which means that you cannot even know that B or this is this person. So, and all LGAs are going to do that. On that day, the list shall come out, and we shall know when they open the books whether you have been supporting a LGA. Nobody is asking you to give money to the central government as people think that the central government is doing something. Go to your LGA where you can contribute and take a decision on the money that you have contributed. You'll be part of the decision making. You contribute and you see where your money is going to. The very people, that mommy where you know of a village, that papa where you know of a village, that picky where they suffer. Now where they will send the money and they'll go rich, and you will see how with that picking they will get that in them. So that is the way forward. There is no escape route.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Ndula. I'm not sure if you want to say anything. If not, there is a word of encouragement here from Akem Bill. I'm closing on this note. Again, many thanks go to this good work you are now doing. We'll be grateful to see such a wonderful website in the making that would bring together the medical civil society for the country and see into mitigating problems that are hindering the effective application of HSS at GZ and G1. Thanks. That was big bro to you as a team, HSS team. So we have his support. And we promise, I joined my voice to HSS, we promise this website will come up sooner than we even expect, and Homeland will be made great again. Thank you, dear brothers, for being there this evening for our people. Thank you for the great information. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks. Thank you, dear televiewers. Thank you, fellow Amazonians, and have a blessed evening. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Cameroon. Yeah. Anwata nego go engoten dune go. Agana metwa wono dune. Agana mepune wono dune. Okomo wana tegu ba moki ayakati go. Hey! Obabine ma bijuma o. Obabine ma bijuma o. Obabine ma bijuma eme momo. Obabine ma bijuma eme momo. Ibine guni, ibinu zang, ibine ji, ibinu ta, ibine gene. Abajibo. Gafon awanga zakre ye momo. Oumni. Anonago engongo tendune inyirike mwanginye katemetere kwakutoro ayakati Chop. Longe. Stop. Aye. Askesek. Benung. Wow. Chop. Benung. Anonago engongo tendune inyirike mwanginye katemetere kwakutoro ayakati eme momo ibine ngune ibine zang ibine nji ibine ta ibine gene meta ki konda bo bati bo oshe Cameroon Cameroon Cameroon, 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 woman in Cameroon, 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 woman in Cameroon, 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 woman in Cameroon, 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 woman in Cameroon, 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 woman in Momo, Cameroon, Cameroon, woman in Momo, Cameroon, 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 Cameroon,